Good morning, everyone. So today is Tuesday, and we're going to get into our meditation, our guided meditation, in a few moments. Just want to give a few seconds to let people join. So this will be probably like a 20 to 30 minute guided meditation. Good morning, Celia. Okay, so sit comfortably. You can have your eyes open or closed. I'm going to close my eyes. Doesn't matter whether where you're sitting, really, just as long as it's comfortable for you. Let's give ourselves a moment to let our body settle. Just let your body settle into whatever it is you're sitting on, allowing yourself to relax a little deeper than usual. Now we're going to do some deep breathing. So let's inhale through the nostril, followed by exhale through the mouth. Let all the air out. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And just let your body relax. Let's put our attention on the surface of whatever you're sitting on. Notice the surface, where the surface meets your butt or your legs, or if the bottoms of your feet are on the ground, where the surface meets the bottom of your feet. Just notice that. Notice that you are being supported by the chair or the couch, the floor, wherever it is you're sitting. Notice that it is supporting your body, and allow the weight of your body to fall into that surface. Just notice the weight of your body on the surface. Now let's bring our attention to our feet. Notice the bones in your feet, your toes. You can wiggle your toes if that helps. Just notice your feet. Let's move up to our calves. Notice the calf muscles. Our knees, our thighs. Notice your thighs. And notice your navel area, that area where your belly button is. Just put your attention there. You may notice that area expand and contract with your breath. Well, let's bring our attention up from our navel to our diaphragm. Notice your diaphragm. It's that area kind of between the chest and the stomach, in the middle. Bring your attention up to your heart. Let's breathe, imagine breathing into our heart. Inhale into the heart. And exhale. Let's do that again. Let's bring the air right into the heart. So much appreciation for the heart. It's working 24/7, keeping blood flowing through this body, keeping this body going. Most of the time we don't even notice the heart. Or we don't notice many of the processes that go on within the body, but it's happening on its own. There's an intelligence here supporting us, keeping this body going. Now let's bring our attention from our heart to our throat. Now let's notice our shoulders. And consciously just relax your shoulders. Not slouch, sit up straight, but just let your shoulders drop down. Let's bring our attention to our jaw. Sometimes we hold tension there, so relax the jaw. Let's bring our attention to that area between the eyebrows. And now let's move our attention to the crown, the top of our head. In infants, they call it the soft spot. Now let's take a moment and notice, check in with yourself. See if there's any emotions that are calling for your attention. You can ask yourself, am I feeling is there any anger here? And just look within. Is there any resentment, any fear? Many of us are experiencing fear and anxiety, fear of the unknown with the current circumstances that we find ourselves in. Many are feeling stress, anxiety, fear, and understandably so. These emotions are neither good or bad, and in some way, they're trying to serve us. There's an innocence to all emotions. So just check in, see if what comes up for you. Could be anything, excitement, numbness, resistance, whatever's there for you, check in. And we're not trying to make the emotion go away. We're giving the emotion some attention and some space to be as it is. Perhaps it's trying to communicate something to us. So we're just being curious with the emotion. Rather than, our habit many times is to move away from difficult emotions or distract ourselves from it. But at this moment, we're going to lean towards it, let it in a little bit more deeper. Let it fully come in as we give it loving attention, our loving awareness. As Ram Dass likes to say, beautiful saying, loving awareness. There's a warmth to that, a softness. We're not judging our emotions. We're not critiquing. We're just noticing. This is an act of compassion, self-compassion. And you can breathe into the emotion as you're letting it in. If the emotion is too intense, then just Ask yourself, is there a part of this that I can let in, that I can be with at the moment? We don't have to bite off more than we can chew. Just breathe into the emotion, letting it in. Being curious. What is it made of? What is it really? What is it trying to say? Feel it. Feel the subtlety of the emotion. Even if it's resistance, that's okay. Don't resist the resistance. Let the resistance be there. Give it breath. Breathe into it. There's such a power in our breath. Now notice where the emotion that you're experiencing, where is it felt in the body? Just scan, feel the emotion and try to track where it is felt in the body. Could be in the diaphragm. Sometimes we hold things there. Could be a pulsating or a throbbing feeling in the arms, in the hands. Could be in the shoulders, wherever it is for you. Everyone is a little different. Just put your attention on where the emotion is felt in the body. If nothing comes up for you, that's okay. The important thing is that we're putting our attention inward, and that's a big step. If you feel the sensation in the body, let's consciously breathe into that area. We're not trying to not trying to change it or make it go away. We're just giving it attention and breathing into that area. Breathe deeply into that area. Allowing it to come in a little bit more deeply. Allow it to come very deeply, even to our cells. Allow that sensation to really come in. It can feel a little scary. Remember, this is a safe environment that we're providing for each other. There's no right or wrong way to do this. We're experimenting. We're giving that area attention and our breath. You could say we're directing consciousness to this area in the body. If you feel a contraction in that area, sometimes there's a desire for it to loosen up. But just relax with that a little bit. Let it be as tight as it wants to be. Let it be whatever it wants to be. We're just giving it attention and breath. Similar to if a child came to you crying and afraid. We don't want to make the child be different than the child is. We don't want to invalidate or deny their emotions or what their experience. We're just giving them attention. On a good day, we would give them attention, warmth, giving them space to express whatever it is that needs to express in its natural way. We're not always taught as children to allow ourselves to express and let emotions be there as they are. Sometimes, as a defense mechanism, we learn to repress our emotions. We take on the idea that if I show that I'm afraid or angry, then I'll get punished or I won't get love. And, from the authority figures in our life, not that they're doing that to us, is sometimes we take on that belief that I won't get safety from the care providers. So safer not to express the emotions, safer, being angry, being fearful, being sad, we may get the message that that's not good, or, maybe someone said that, be quiet, or whatever it is. So unconsciously we might have learned to repress these emotions. And that just becomes a habit. So today we're just giving ourselves a chance to see what's there. Now ask that body sensation. See what it's trying to, just check in with it. What is it trying to tell us? There's no right or wrong answer. Just use your imagination. What is it trying to tell us? And I could just share what's going on for me. This is a common thing. I usually feel some nervousness or fear. I usually feel the sensation in my diaphragm area. Sometimes it's in a different area, but today it's in the diaphragm. Sometimes there's some resistance or a clenching feeling, and the message is from that body sensation is stop, or is trying to keep me safe. So that's what I take from that is it's trying to protect me. It's sensing danger, although there's no danger here. So it's just that primal part of us. And that part had a usefulness, when we were living in the wild amongst dangerous animals, that fear, that protective, you have to always be on your toes. So we were always ready to run, or, could be a wild animal, or some sort of danger was always imminent. But today, we're probably sitting in our living room and we're safe, but that part is still there. And it has a usefulness. We need it. If we're going to cross the street and a car comes, we need to have that response to get out of the way. But now we're learning to, by giving it attention and breath, we're giving it the message that things are okay. We're not in a dangerous situation. Let's take another deep breath in. And out through the mouth. Another deep breath. And out. Now let's put our attention on the feeling of I am. You know that you are. You know that you exist. But let's not attach I am Ralph, I am Ade, I am just I am. the felt sensation of I am. That felt sensation, the most original part of who you are. Not I am Ade. What's before I am the concept that I am a man, that I am Ade. Ade is a name that was given to me. Just the feeling of I am. Just feel that subtle sensation. You know that you are. We all are aware that we are, that we exist. Oftentimes we just don't put our attention on it. So we're just simply putting our attention on that. You may notice the mind may want to grab onto something, conceptualize, figure it out, and just notice the mind. If it's doing something, let it do what it's doing, and you just put your attention gently back onto that sensation, felt sensation of I am. Just feel that. Let those words in. Where do those words, what do those words point to? Look within. If nothing comes up, that's good. Whatever you're experiencing is good. Now as we are resting in this felt sensation of I am, or if you like the word presence, notice the subtlety of it. You can ask yourself this question: is anything missing? For me to be who I am? We have come, in my opinion, more into the present moment. As you feel this sense of presence, slowly open your eyes. And just as this presence left, now that your eyes have opened, we hear the sound of the beeping, and it's just a sound. This present, as this presence left, there's a beautiful quote. I think it's from the Bible, so pardon me if I'm wrong, but it's "Be still and know that I am." And by stillness, I don't think it means, if you're moving around, be still physically. It's this stillness. This stillness is here whether we are moving. Another word for the stillness is presence. Or it's when the mind is not in the driver's seat. Mind activity could continue to go, but when we're not grabbed onto the mind, then we're in this natural state, in this presence, not separate from us. So that's, I think that's the quote from the Bible, "Be still and know that I am." There's a lot of things in the Bible that are very beautiful, so much wisdom. So that's what I do at the end of each meditation. Let's all look into our smartphone, let's all look into our computer, right into the lens, and let's share in this moment, holding space for each other. So let's just take a moment and look into the lens. Thank you for everyone who's joined me today. And, we're facing stressful times right now, and I know there's a lot of anxiety and stuff going on, but it's nice, probably a good idea to turn off the news and everything just for a moment throughout the day and take a few seconds, even if it's 30 seconds and a minute, just to go within. You can focus on the breath, or just to come back, get back into access with that presence. And that will recharge us and re-energize us so we can take on more throughout the day. Or else it's easy to get overwhelmed by all that's going on. So I hope this was helpful. I enjoy these meditations. So thank you for joining me this morning, and have a blessed day. Take care.